While it won't be a record-breaking historic cold snap in the state of Texas, we will see those temperatures nosedive on the temperature roller coaster this weekend, lingering for several days early next week. Of course, we've got the chance for sleet and snow. Very likely that that's going to unfold as we're probably going to see winter storm watches and maybe warnings posted by the end of the weekend, parts of central Texas to southeast Texas. So let's go ahead and start diving into this winter blast here on this Saturday morning edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good Saturday morning, January the 18th, 2025. You get a clarinet intro for your title. I'm meteorologist Jason Cooley with the Texas Weather Center, Texas Storm Chasers. We do have cold air on the way as advertised. That's already up in the Panhandle. It's going to be making its way south late tonight through tomorrow. So locked up near I-40 now, but it'll pass I-30, I-20, all the way down to I-10 by the time we wake up tomorrow, Sunday morning. Also, maybe this little cold front will bring some snow to the Panhandle. We're expecting light accumulations, maybe an inch in spots in the Panhandle later on today as that cold air starts to get dragged farther south. But our main event will, of course, be southeast Texas with a bullseye for some moderate to even heavy snow at times, some sleet, accumulations, more than what we are used to in southeast Texas. Some places might get more snow than they've seen in decades. Matter of fact, Port Arthur and Beaumont area, they're in line to maybe see some snow if it could get cold enough. And all they need is like 4.5 inches of snow, and it'll be their second highest snowfall total since 1895. Houston, we're expecting some snow. If we get over an inch in Houston, it'll be the most since like 2006 or 2008. So we're expecting some snow in places that, quite frankly, aren't used to it. But it's not going to be the end of the world, obviously. We're going to get back above freezing after the snow falls on Tuesday. We're going to get back above freezing the day after. It's not going to be a deep freeze for very long. Nothing like 2021. So do expect that the snow to fall. A lot of it's going to melt before it could even really stick. And then within a day or two, most of it's going to be melted anyway. So let's go ahead and talk about the cold. For right now, the Panhandle is the cold spot in the 20s. We're going to have highs locked below freezing in the Panhandle, but that cold air will surge south. Rio Grande Valley will get in the low 80s today, but that cold front will push south tonight into tomorrow morning. Give pretty much everybody north of Interstate 10 sub-freezing temperatures to wake up tomorrow. As we go on through the day tomorrow, though, the temperatures will moderate a bit. We'll see a jump back just above freezing across places in the Hill Country, DFW, Houston, Central Texas before Monday morning. We'll get very cold once again. 20s for the majority of the state, with teens in parts of the Panhandle in West Texas. Here's later on today. There's going to be snow showers, not very widespread snow showers, not very heavy snow showers, but just enough to kind of sprinkle coatings to maybe an inch of accumulation in spots of the Panhandle mid to late afternoon today. Some of this snow might make it south of the Panhandle near Lubbock, over to parts of the Big Country, but probably going to stay in the Panhandle for the most part. We're going to be dry for pretty much all day tomorrow and Sunday and into early Monday before our premier winter storm gets started in parts of central Texas, southeast Texas, near the coastal bend even. If we take a look at the high resolution rapid refresh accumulation totals, nothing major at all, like just a coating to maybe an inch in spots in parts of the Panhandle. The North American model coming in with light scattered snow showers later on today in the Panhandle, followed by a dry period Sunday, early Monday before more snow builds in the Panhandle, as well as the Gulf Coast. Moisture is going to surge north from the Gulf Coast. Precipitation will build, and precipitation making it north of the freezing line mid-afternoon Monday will turn to sleet and snow in parts of central Texas, the Brazos Valley, as well as Houston to the Golden Triangle. So we're looking at Monday night. If rain and sleet falls and we have a freeze pretty quick after that, a lot of that's going to freeze on roads and bridges, followed by some accumulating snow, particularly north and east of Houston into the piney woods. Now, assuming that we do get a little bit of rain, freezing rain, and sleet, especially before things get cold and change over early Tuesday morning, we might have a slight freezing rain or ice accumulation between San Antonio and Houston into the Victoria Crossroads. What we're going to look at now is the European Model Ensemble snowfall graphic. This kind of blends all the ensemble members' output in a more smooth graph. So kind of get the picture here. We might get close to 4 inches in Beaumont. We might get a couple inches in the Houston and Woodlands area. Maybe a little bit back farther west on the I-35 corridor as well, San Antonio to Bell County, McLennan County. Here's the GFS model ensemble snowfall output. Now, keep in mind that this isn't going to be snow depth. Some of this is going to be melting. It won't stick necessarily, but kind of as a bullseye north and east of Houston. So a bit farther north of the European models. European models have been much colder than the GFS modeling, but you kind of get the picture there. Bullseye of 3 to 5, maybe 6 inches of snow north and east of Houston into the piney woods of East Texas. Further northwest, maybe an inch or two possible. Again, that's probably the highest case scenario. A lot of that would melt on contact with the ground, and it would probably melt within the next few hours of it falling. It wouldn't stick around for all that long. And will the DFW area get snow? Well, there's a chance we'll get a little trace amount of snow, but things are going to be on the south side of the Metroplex, pretty much south of I-20. So here are the high temperatures today. 20s in the Panhandle, low 80s in the Rio Grande Valley. Looking at overnight, waking up Sunday, just single digits in the Panhandle. Low 20s in DFW, low 20s in Midland, low 20s in Houston, mid 20s in Austin, San Antonio. Still in the 40s in the Rio Grande Valley, but again, the vast majority of Texas below freezing. Our high temperatures on Sunday, well, we'll get back above freezing most of the state except the Panhandle. So again, it's not going to be a deep freeze for multiple days outside of the Panhandle, that is. No, we're going to be doing okay. Nothing like 2021, obviously. We'll get above freezing pretty much every day through this event. The nights are going to be where we really see the most frigid part of this Arctic air invasion. So Monday morning lows, well, we're probably going to be dipping down into the low single digits to near zero in the Panhandle. Mostly teens, low 20s across the rest of the state except the valley. And then, once again, Monday afternoon, we'll see freezing temperatures just above freezing. DFW, most of the Permian Basin in the mid-30s. Panhandle, of course, you're still stuck in the 20s. So, yeah, y'all will be cold, cold, cold. But the rest of the state, not so much. And then Tuesday mornings, that's kind of looking like the coldest day of this winter so far. Probably could be going forward as well. We'll probably be below zero northern Panhandle, but places in DFW sticking around 20, colder wind chills, of course. West Texas, Permian Basin, teens, most of the state in the 20s, maybe near 32 down in the valley, very close to freezing. And then Tuesdays, highs, everybody, for the most part, unless you get some snowpack, you could actually see where the snowpack is on the high temperatures for Tuesday, southeast Texas, sticking around 32. But most of the state will get above freezing. All right, that's all I have for y'all. I made it a little bit shorter. I'll have another one of these kind of in the same style later on tonight. I've been trying to feel around what's best for me. Think I'm going to record the majority of this from my phone. So Baldy in Chief has his super duper fancy mega desktop and stuff like that, but I think it's easier for me to just kind of record with my phone. I got an iPhone 16. So yeah, I appreciate all the positive sentiment yesterday on that video I made. Lots of likes, views. Appreciate the big thumbs up. If you could thumbs up this video if you like it. If not, let us know why. But be doing another one of these videos tonight since Baldy in Chief is out of service. So Main takeaway, yes, it'll be cold. Yes, we'll have snow in places that aren't used to it. Might see more of a accumulation than we've seen in a few decades, but it's not going to be a super duper deep freeze that lasts for days unless you're in the Panhandle. Sorry, Amarillo. But yeah, I mean, it'll be a nice little snow day if we get a couple inches in Houston, maybe a little bit more Beaumont and points north. That's kind of looking like the bullseye there in the piney woods of Texas. I would say right now, 2 to 4 inches in spots, basically east of Conroe, east of Cleveland even, into, the beautiful foresty woods in East Texas there. So some spots may see 5 or 6 inches locally. We're not going to see totals anything close to what Texoma had earlier this month. But yeah, I'm sure businesses are going to shut down. Snow in the southeast part of the state, not very common. So I'm sure we'll get a snow day Tuesday. So we'll have Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and then we'll have maybe a snow day Tuesday. Don't forget, Texas Storm Chasers isn't in charge of closing your school, so don't come at us. If your school stays open, I'm sure probably won't. But take it easy on the roads Monday night into Tuesday. Any sleet and rain that falls earlier in the event before the freeze hits parts of San Antonio over to Houston, Victoria, to the Golden Triangle, that stuff's probably going to freeze, especially on bridges. So we might have a thin layer of ice before we get snow and maybe accumulating snow. And just keep in mind that we're still just over 2 days away from this event, so things can change. And if we warm up just a tad, which we kind of saw that with the DFW event, warmed just a bit more than the forecast. So places just south of Interstate 20 in the DFW Metroplex barely saw snow. Places north of Interstate 30 saw a couple inches. So it could be kind of similar when we're dealing really close with that rain-snow mix line. How much sleet falls, warm air above the surface can actually melt the snow before it makes it to the ground, even if the ground is near freezing. So things to keep in mind. This forecast is still not set in stone by any means or ways. So we'll see you again later tonight. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like the Texas Weather Center content. We'll have videos coming back tomorrow from Baldy and Chief, but you'll hear from me again once later on tonight with the latest model data. So we appreciate you tuning in. We'll see y'all later and have a blessed day.